Welcome back, boxing fans, to another great show with Sean on Boxing. Today is day 3 of the WBC Grand Prix out of Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. We have El Abid versus Ryan in a middleweight clash. So far we had fights the first day at 126 pounds, day 2 at 140 pounds, and day 3, 160 pounds. I wonder what day 4 tomorrow is going to be. Obviously, it's just announced. I just noticed. I didn't even know it was 4 days, or else the video I would have made earlier today would have alluded to that. Maybe light heavyweight, 175. We will see. I'll check it out later once everybody jumps in and we start talking. Maybe you guys have more information than me. But today we're getting bigger guys, so we'll see if the fights are what they were yesterday. Yesterday's 140-pound clashes were fucking excellent. Really, really high-level stuff. Right, Lily? Mm-hmm. It was good, right? And obviously day 1 was 126. So those small guys, they let their fists go. But yesterday we had a little more power, some sensational knockouts. And today we got the big guys. The first fight already ended with a TKO. This is fight number 2 on the card. So let me know what you think. Are you watching it? It's free on YouTube or on DAZN. This Abib guy, he's got the porn stash going on. Sorry, Ryan, the Irishman, got the porn stash going. Abib, Moroccan fighter. Let's just take a closer look at these two fighters and see what we can see about them. Glasses. So earlier today, who was fighting? Come on, phone. I don't know why my 5G is so slow and terrible. You know, I thought internet in Asia is supposed to be fast. What's going on, man? Come on, come on. Look at this fucking taking forever to load. It's loading. It's loading. At this pace, I'm going to fucking die waiting. So earlier today we had Morales Salvador versus Shakul Samid. Ended in a 6-round TKO for Morales. Now we have Paul Ryan. Paul Ryan currently is 7-1, 3 knockouts, was stopped in his only loss. Got beat by Rubino, a guy who was 3-3. So far his resume, he fought one guy who was 13-5-1, beat him. But most of the other fighters he's been in with have been really low-tier, low-level type of competition. For Anis El Amid, he is 15-1, also stopped in his only loss, 4 knockouts. So neither guy are really power punchers. The Moroccan's 27, fighting out of Germany. His only loss came to Ismail Sek, 10-7-2. Also, a lot of the guys he's been facing are low-level opposition. A lot of guys that have losing records. So it'll be interesting just to see what the level of opposition we have at 160 pounds is. 140 has always been a really deep division, a lot of competition, and yesterday we saw that with some real good fighters, some highly rated amateur fighters who obviously were crossing over into the pros, some sensational knockout punchers. Obviously at 126, all-out action, dudes were just giving it. And so far in the middleweight fight, 1 TKO. This fight, it looks like Ryan is the aggressor. The tough Irishman is bringing it with his porn stash and red hair and ugly tattoos. For the German Moroccan fighter, we'll see what he's got. Germany, has an underrated boxing program. Germany always consistently does produce a lot of boxers. Mind you, it's a pretty big country. But, they don't usually come out with a lot of superstar fighters. Oh, Drunk Irishman's in the house. He's here cheering for Ireland, cheering for Big Red, represented. Do you know this kid? This guy, Ryan? Is he a neighbor? Live close by? I don't know if today's card is going to be nearly as exciting as yesterday. Yesterday's 140-pound fighters, there was some sensational results. Obviously, today we got middleweights, and we know the middleweight division just seems to be a little stagnant. But cross our fingers, and we'll see. Yeah, shout out to Kovalev. It was a good win. It's disappointing that he didn't get a win versus Sabir, the guy previously, because if he had, we could potentially be looking for him to maybe fight a guy like Badu Jack, right, for a world title. That's not far-fetched, right? Imagine Badu Jack, Kovalev fighting for that WBA title, right? That would be realistic. And for Kovalev to become a two-weight world champion at 42 years old, that would be pretty sensational. I think he'd beat Badu Jack. He looked pretty good yesterday. Good jab. Obviously, putting his hands together, still has some natural power. It was a good win. If that's the last fight of his career, it's a good way to end. At least let your kids see you, go out as a winner. And obviously fighting in Russia in front of, a positive, happy crowd, that's always a good thing too. We'll see if Golovkin ends up coming back. I was listening from Chris Algieri on their show, and he was saying that in Florida where he lives, he saw Golovkin running and he looked in great shape. So, the possibility of maybe Golovkin coming back and having, a last fight maybe in Kazakhstan to finish his career, it might be a possibility. Just like Lomachenko's last fight against Kambosos. So far, this level of opponent is disappointing compared to yesterday. Yesterday, there's some real dudes that keep your eyes open. If you saw my video today, I was breaking down some of the guys I was impressed with. And we should keep our eyes on some of those guys. They look like they could potentially be real players in the 140-pound division at 126. But these two guys, not so much. Both of them already been knocked out in their careers. Neither of them have any real power. These guys don't even look like they are top 25 middleweights, really. Amid's got a bloody nose. Yeah, buddy, keep your fucking hands up. So we got some good fights tonight and tomorrow. Obviously, those two cards coming from the UK. What do you think about Whittaker? Is Whittaker going to destroy Cameron this time around, or you think Cameron is going to continue to be a tough ask for him? And then Charles Conwell is going to be in with a good opponent as well. Not a name opponent, but a rugged, tough opponent, tough Mexican guy, long arms, good chin. Both of those fights should be pretty entertaining. And then, of course, you have my newest favorite fighter from Uzbekistan, Ruslan Abdullayev, who's going to be on that card as well. Keep your eyes open for that guy. He's a fucking player at the 140-pound division. A monster, a destroyer. Round 3. Come on, Ryan. Do Ireland proud. Canada, we got 2 victories yesterday. Let's see if Ireland can get their first victory of the WBC Grand Prix. Did you see John Boxing Pacquiao video? Tank never unified either, did Pacquiao. I told you, John Boxing, at least Pacquiao tried to unify. Yeah, I responded to your comment. This is John, right? He's such a fucking moron. Like, think about, like, he only made that video as a response to me talking about how obviously Junto Nakatani is going to be unifying against the WBO champion. And then he uses that basically to try to criticize Junto, but Junto's doing it. He's literally in a unification fight with another world champion. This is what we've been asking Tank Davis to do for 7 years. It's not hate on Tank Davis to ask him to do the exact same thing we want everyone to do, and then to say Pacquiao never did it. But Pacquiao fought Floyd Mayweather in a unification fight. What are you talking about? Not only did you fight a unification fight, you fought pound for pound the best fighter in boxing in a unification fight. But, oh, he didn't win. It doesn't matter that he didn't win. He did it. We don't know if Tank Davis is going to win either. But the point is, he still hasn't done it. He's 30 years old, and the guy has failed to fucking step up. Failed to step up. Fighting a 130-pound champion is not fucking stepping up, right? Like, I mean, imagine if Lomachenko, as a 3-belt unified lightweight champion, called up fucking Jamal Herring from 130 pounds and fought him instead of fighting, T.O. or Devin Haney or Tank Davis or somebody. Imagine the kickback John Boxing would have thrown out, fucking shitting all over Lomachenko for cherry picking a 130-pound fighter, right? Even though Jamal Herring had already fought at 135, got beat, and then moved down where he was going to have more of a size advantage at 130. John would have fucking hated on Lomachenko like crazy. The guy is just a consummate fucking hypocrite. Yet he's always trying to point out the hypocrisy. He's ridiculous. And this coming after making a video shitting on Lomachenko and another video shitting on Golovkin, right? These videos drop constantly from him. Shitting on a non-black fighter, yet he wants to call everybody a racist, right? You can't make this shit up. He's fucking mentally fucking broken upstairs. I was hoping Kovalev got knocked out. Look at you, J.A. Why would you hope that a guy like Kovalev would get knocked out in his last fight to retire? That's just fucking a real hater's mentality. That's the problem with, boxing fans today. Like me wanting Tank Davis to do what I want everyone to do, fight in unification fights, not hating on Tank Davis, right? Just like it's not hating on Junto Nakatani for me wanting him to face other champions at 118. Gave a woman a concussion and a broken nose for turning him down and then beat up her dog too. What are you, a cop? Who gives a fuck? Like, this moral outrage people have towards boxers, as if you expect these dudes that do what they do to be somehow upstanding citizens. People love Mike Tyson, and he was a complete fucking prick, right? People still love Floyd Mayweather, also a complete prick. You go through sporting people, just in all sports, not even just boxing, they tend to be fucking assholes, right? Consistently. I mostly got mad about the dog part. Yeah, I feel you. If I was there, I would have fucking ran up behind him and kicked him in the nuts so he didn't see me, because I wouldn't have wanted to approach him from the front and get my teeth knocked out. But it's the same as Michael Vick. I love Michael Vick. He was a great quarterback, athletic as fuck, but the whole dog thing, it just shows you how broken people are, right? People are just assholes. Fucking worldwide, globally. People are fucking, what did they say in The Matrix? People are a cancer. That's true. People are a cancer. I heard my coworkers talking about how we got to recycle, we got to do this, we got to do that. It's like, no, we don't have to do fucking any of that. Big business and corporations and governments are fucking destroying the earth, not common man. And once the earth gets 6 of us, they're just going to kill us all and fucking restart like they have done fucking tons of times already throughout history. Ice Age, get rid of everybody. There you go. Let's start from the beginning. And then there'll only be dogs. Right, Lily? A planet full of dogs. I don't know if that would be a good place. Cats wouldn't like it, but So far we're in round 4. This fight is not action-packed, not exciting. If I was telling you that you should definitely watch the World Boxing fights, we were talking about the other 2 cards. So far, this one has been not terrible, but not super exciting either. Both of these guys are trying. They're just limited. Let's put it that way. I'm really intrigued to see what the matchups are going to be in round 2, especially at the 126, 140-pound divisions. And I wonder who the rest of these guys on this card are. I didn't go through the card today, but, it'll be interesting to see who these characters are. Let's give it a check out. So we got a guy called Malondin. Who's this kid? Molodin. 7-0, 5 knockouts, looks Ukrainian. Yep, Ukrainian. 25-year-old southpaw. Hasn't been in with too many tough opponents so far. He's going to be fighting some Italian guy, Giovanni Cericotto, 12-9. Oh, looks good. 27, 6 foot tall from Italy. Again, not in with great opponents. His last opponent, not bad, 12-2, but prior to that, mostly bum-ass opponents with losing records. We also have a guy, Cyril Johnson, French. Brandon Ortega, 7-1-2 from Mexico. Another French guy, Dave Chappelle, 15-1-1, French fighter. He's been in with some good fighters. His last opponent was 12-0. He fought a guy who was 27-3. Another guy fought the same guy twice. He's going to be fighting Dick Justice. What's up? A guy who's 1-0 from Kazakhstan, so he's probably going to lose that fight. Kazakhstan. Kovalev was a pos. He ducked Beterbiev also. Dick Justice, if you're going to talk out your ass, I mean, it's unfortunate. You should make sure you get your facts fucking straight before you talk. Literally, Beterbiev was Kovalev's mandatory when Beterbiev was part of the PBC. Because what the PBC always does is they never want to go to purse bid because they always want to control it. And also they want to get a bigger piece of the pie. So what they did is they walked away from the purse bid. They walked away from the purse bid. Just like when he was supposed to fight Adonis Stevenson. Once Adonis Stevenson signed with Al Heyman, the PBC, once again, they walked away from purse bid. Literally ducking Kovalev fight. 2 PBC fucking light heavyweights. And then we saw what the PBC did. They did a little mini tournament for the WBA regular title, not challenging any of the world champions. So please, spare me the bullshit narratives. And he didn't induct Bivol. He actually got beat in a fight, came back and won the rematch. And obviously because he got beat, that threw off the Bivol fight. You couldn't do it anymore because he lost to Alvarez. But he was robbed against Ward. Kovalev won that first fight. He did. He won that first fight and was robbed just like Golovkin, just like Lomachenko. Hi. What's up, Lily? Why are you so needy? We already went out. You already ate. It's early now. So what's your problem? Give a brother a break, eh? Don't give me that look. I'll slap the silly out of you. What are you doing? I'm curious to be who's going to be next on this card. Dylan Biggs. He must be American. Let's check him out. Oh, no. He doesn't look American. Australian. 23 years old. Oh, this guy lost to Nikita Zhu. When Nikita was 7-0, knocked him out in 5 rounds. What are we doing? So it's a PBC fault in your opinion. It's totally fucking PBC fault. If you walk away from purse bid, where you could literally force the champion to fight you, right? You can also win the purse bid so that you get your fighter as much money as he wants and get a world title fight on your network. But you choose on 2 occasions to walk away from purse bid because you either didn't have the money, didn't want to spend the money, or you didn't want to fucking get the small end of the fucking percentage. Maybe it's 70-30, right? So your fighter's going to get 30%, Kovalev's going to get 70%. And in both of those occasions, they walked away from it because the PBC is fucking cancer for boxing. Yeah, John. Sean, I'm excited to see Lazarek Mulajov, Uzbekistan heavyweight Olympic gold medalist. He's on the heavyweight bill tomorrow for the Grand Prix. He's talented. Oh, thanks, Mr. Pads. I was asking just in conjecture what tomorrow's Grand Prix was going to be, if it was going to be light heavyweight or heavyweights. Now you answered the question. So tomorrow's going to be heavyweights. Nice. Okay, bro, you have a point. I have no problem admitting I'm wrong. You're a better man than me. I would just argue more. Admitting I'm wrong is not my strong point, but arguing to the point of exhaustion, I'm excellent at that. You know, like That's why I'm the Trump of the YTBC. People love to hate me, but the reality is this is the way I grew up. In my household, if you're having a conversation with your uncle, your father, or your grandfather, inevitably it ended in a fucking argument where nobody won and voices rose, and then my grandmother would just walk to the kitchen or living room to get away from it. JSB and Samson now claiming Ward's resume age great. They're just saying that because they always are fucking race baiting, right? Because, oh, it's great for Ward because Kovalev, who just lost, they don't even know he just lost recently to a fucking prospect because that's how fucking stupid they are. But now I make a video talking about him getting a win for his retirement. It's like, oh, yes, his resume aged so great. Well, did you say that after his last fight when he got beat by a fucking 16-0 fighter? Of course you didn't. You probably didn't even know he fought that guy because these guys are just fucking idiots, dumbasses. And then, of course, you talked about it's also great for Canelo's resume. Oh, no, Canelo was shot. He was past his prime. Okay. Canelo was a world champion when Kovalev was a world champion when Canelo Alvarez jumped up 2 fucking weight divisions from 160 to 175 to take him on. And in that fight, Kovalev was winning the fight, outboxing Canelo Alvarez until he got caught and stopped. So, and he just beat Anthony Yard in his previous fight. So he wasn't shot at all. The fact that he's continued to fight since then, go on and move up to cruiserweight and have some success shows you that obviously he wasn't prime or at his best, but he was not shot. This Grand Prix tournament format is awesome. We need more of this in boxing. Yeah, it's excellent. I don't know if they did a good enough job advertising it, so much so that I didn't even know exactly what it was until I, of course, sat down and watched it and just started learning more about it. I didn't even know exactly what weight divisions were being represented. Now, in hindsight, well, we know it's 126, 140, 160, and heavyweight. So, it's kind of like a extended version of the World Boxing Super Series, right? But obviously, these guys are unknown fighters without major promotional connections who are just looking for an opportunity to build their career. So, and most of them are outstanding high-level amateur fighters. Where are we? Yes, Sean. And the next round of fights is apparently in June. Yeah, I saw that. They were talking yesterday about somebody who had a cut, the other guy who had a sore nose, the tough Argentinian fighter, and how these guys were going to be able to bounce back. But that's not bad. May, June, they have a month. Obviously, you can still spar and make sure you're in shape. You just, so you can't spar so much, but you can still stay in shape just because you got like a broken nose and a small cut. Canelo didn't need a low blow and a gift decision to beat Kovalev like Ward. Kovalev was past his best when he fought Canelo, but Kovalev was still a good, formidable opponent. I give Canelo credit for that win, and I'm not even a Canelo fanboy. But see, that's the irony, right? People are happy to give Errol Spence credit, right, as the bigger guy fighting the smaller guy. But they're not willing to give Canelo credit for being the smaller guy fighting the bigger guy. And then they don't want to give him credit for being the bigger guy fighting the smaller guy, whether it's Khan or fucking, of course, Crawford. So it doesn't matter. He could be the guy who's moving up in weight. He can be the guy that's moving guys up in weight. He's still going to be hated, criticized, shit on, regardless of what he does. What's up, Tavern? Thinking Bucks can upset the Pacers? No chance. Lillard is not playing yet, probably won't play the first series, and they probably won't get through the first series. Here we go. Let's see what the result's going to be. I think the Irish guy is going to win. Mr. Ryan, even though it wasn't a sensational fight.
Back up to middleweight, and he is looking good here at 160. Impressive performance here against LB.
Got to get in the gym. This guy's in shape. Should be me. Stop fucking sitting on my ass eating ice cream. Ryan's like Roy Jones.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing,
Not.
Judge June Bailey scores it 58-53, and both judges, Bertrand Alexic and Juan Carlos Pelayo, are in agreement. They both scored the same 59-52, all in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. Ravishing
Sandy Ryan. Good win for Sandy Ryan. Ireland's in the house. Ravishing Paul Ryan. Oh my God. Come on, Ravishing Ryan. Sean, what happened to your hairstyle? You don't look right. What do you mean? You mean because I don't have my Donald Trump hair on? I didn't think about it. This was an unsanctioned video today, so I didn't think I'd do the Trump stuff. Plus, I put the wig over there, so it's a little too far to get up and get. Who's going to be next? Do we know any of the fighters on this middleweight card? Anybody familiar with anyone? Anybody I need to keep my eyes on? Isaac Torres. What's he? Puerto Rican? Puerto Rican New Yorker? Come on, phone. Jesus Christ, man. Jump to it when somebody fucking says something. Sean Trump. Sean, I read that very talented Japanese amateur with a 59-2 amateur record has been added to Times Square bill. His name is Ryoto Tatsumi. He's making his pro debut on the card. Is he making his pro debut there? Oh, yeah, because I talked to him on Instagram and asked him when he was making his pro debut. He said May, but he didn't specify where he was going to do it. But yeah, he's good. His brother, Hayato Tatsumi, 130-pound contender. Obviously, you saw him recently with Ring Magazine, signing to be like one of those fighters that's sponsored by Ring Magazine for Saudi Arabia. So Ryoto, he's good. He's like the Japanese fucking Lomachenko. Stay tuned to that guy. He's going to be somebody John Boxing fucking hates. Because these racist fucking YouTubers, they just can't fucking like anyone that doesn't look like them. The Japanese are saying that he's a prodigy. Oh, he is. I watched him in the junior World Games, and he was the fucking best fighter in the tournament. He was sensational. And then the next year, he was in the full school World Games, and he ended up losing to a tough Kazakhstanian fighter who was very long and went on to win the gold medal. And then I don't know what he's been doing since then. I've watched some of his fights recently where he was looking good, beating up on guys on YouTube. You can check him out. He's good, sensational fighter. He literally, as the 3 rounds goes, he just gets better, great timing, and just starts to fucking punish guys. Make 160 great again. We need that. Hopefully that Adames Janibek fight is going to be confirmed. From what people are saying, they're in negotiations right now. Did you watch the Man U Lyon highlight, Sean? I did. Yeah, it was a good back and forth game. And now, of course, the most hated man in Man U is a fucking hero, right? How's that work out for him? Man, the unplayable player, and ends up getting them a fucking big goal. So all that animosity and hate for years and years has now disappeared. I also heard that Alexander Arnold might be second-guessing moving to Real Madrid and may want to stay at Liverpool. I don't think so, but, people love to fucking gossip. The one thing I like about John Boxing is that you know exactly what his next video is going to be. I called it with the GGG video. Yeah, if I say something, inevitably he's going to make a video responding to it. Sean, I think that Harry Maguire has the biggest head I've ever seen. Yeah. What does my English friend calls him? Fucking something head. Fucking granite head. I'm sure all English people call him something. Oh, slab head. Fucking slab. Slab head. Fucking slab head. Funny. That's why he's so good with the headers, right? When you got a head as big as that, man, you can't fucking miss. Can't miss. Who's next? Who's this kid? Oh, I just talked about him. Isaac Torres. There he is. 14-1, 14 KOs. Woo! Torres, he might be a real one. From these Venezuelans, right? I know they fight a bunch of bum-ass opponents, but the Venezuelan kid from yesterday's card, check him out. The video I made today, I talked about him. He's good, man. This kid's 24. His only loss came to a guy that was 11-0 by decision. Not bad. He beat Breedis Prescott. I know Breedis is old and shot, but that's a nice name to get there. Now he's fighting a guy who's 15-0. Oh, this is going to be a good matchup. Two legitimate middleweights. They call McGuire the fridge. Yeah, and slabhead. There he is. 15-0, 8 KOs. From where? Ghana? Cameroon? Oh, Nigeria. Lagos. But this guy's been fighting bums, so he should be easy work. Easy work. Fighting guys 1-1-1, 2-15, 0-6. Yeah. He hasn't fought anybody. Sean Navarro, a bad motherfucker, a top prospect. He is good. And he's a two-fisted swinger, that guy. I saw he just did like an interview where he was praising Inui, somebody. He sparred with Inui or sparred with somebody. I can't remember, but.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 6 rounds in the middleweight division. The judges are Nawaf Al-Hamid, Eddie Habu, and Daniel Vanderveer.
John Tehran. He's not bad. It seems like these guys are all teams because I see the same cornermen in all these different teams. So it seems as if, a bunch of guys from Mexico came together, a bunch of guys from Venezuela, a bunch of guys from Nigeria, Cameroon, all sort of came as a team. So I guess you have one guy from 126, one from 140, one from 160, and one heavyweight guy. I know that, what's that little boxing sort of thing that Lomachenko did before he turned pro? I know that's what they used to do. World Boxing Series, right? They'd get like teams, Team Cuba versus Team Uzbekistan, and then they would just do like that. You only like him because his name is Sean. No, I like him because he's a two-fisted slugger. I don't know if he's going to be a great world champion, legacy Hall of Famer, but he's going to make exciting fights, right? We just got to see if he's got more in his toolbox besides hooks. I'm picking the Venezuelan with the knockout. Nigerian guy, his neck is too long. If it's going to be like yesterday, the Venezuelan guy had a fucking sweet left hook that knocked the dude out flat in a pile. We'll see if his teammate is as good as him. Salute. What's up, Machado? He's twitchy with a high ceiling. I don't know what his ceiling is because he reminds me a bit of like a Tank Davis, right? A little stocky and short. I don't know how many divisions he could move up through. Obviously, if he's comfortable at this division, you probably should be a career in one division, and then he probably could get the most out of himself. I don't see him moving through too many divisions. Yeah, this guy looks like he's got a fast hook as well. There you go, check hook. He's kind of like the Venezuelan Ryan Garcia. The Venezuelan Ryan Garcia fighting the fucking Nigerian fucking Devin Haney. This is the matchup right now. Machado's in the house. Who's going to win, Machado? Ryan Garcia, Venezuelan Ryan Garcia, or Nigerian Devin Haney? What are you doing, Lily? Stop accosting me. Stop harassing me. People are watching you. I got witnesses. If Ryan Garcia fought a little more like this guy, he'd be fucking better. His chin down, his hand up. He'd fucking have easy work against Devin Haney, and also using his jab a bit more. Come on, Ryan, if you're out there, check out this guy. You should be more like him. Oh, big right hand, big follow-up left. Oh, yeah. What are you doing? Look at this. Look at this. What's that? Yeah, I'm calling a knockout in this fight for sure. What are those? All Indonesian fucking Muslims in the background. Nice body work from the Venezuelan. Yeah, Venezuelan Ryan Garcia is pretty good. Devin Haney looks a little shell-shocked. Afraid to let his hands go. Waiting for the counter. Round one, definitely a Ryan Garcia round. Good round, Ryan. He came out, established the jab, threw right hand, nice left hands to the body and head. Looked good. Who's Jay Opataya fighting? I heard that fight is fucking pay-per-view. I'm like, who's going to pay to watch Jay Opataya fight some dude that nobody's ever heard of? Like, I like Jay Opataya, but man, he's been fucking fighting a lot of bum-ass opponents. Like, terrible opposition. How do you know Richard Sampson, John Boxing is the same person, right? Salute, Sean. Who you got winning the Champions League? I kind of think that PSG is going to pull it off, right? You know, unexpectedly this year. I think they're going to beat Arsenal. So I would not be surprised at all if PSG pulls it off. And of course, if they win, then it makes my team look better because that's the team that beat me. So then it's not so bad losing. Sean, did you see everybody hating on Ring IQ on Twitter because of his Clarissa Shields photo? Oh my God, people are fucking sensitive motherfuckers, man. I thought the photo was funny as hell. And it ain't racial. She's got a big fucking mouth. But these people think everything is racist. Literally everything. Like, they're so fucking obsessed with racism. They just can't fucking get past themselves. Everything is racist. If a black person did it, you know, they would fucking still be calling him Uncle Tom and a racist. You know, they just... Clarissa Shields is an obnoxious fucking bitch who brings all this negativity onto herself because her big mouth never stops fucking flapping, right? Other girls, you see fucking, what's her face? The sexy black girl. She was just at the event with Katie Taylor and Serrano. They're all getting along well. They're not hating on each other. They're embracing it themselves. You know, the fact that they are doing great things for women boxing. MVP Jake Paul is doing great things for women boxing. And then what's Clarissa Shields doing? Fucking jealous, fucking flapping her gums, talking a load of bullshit, right? And she wishes she was making as much money as those ladies are. Like, what's her face doesn't even need to fight fucking Clarissa Shields. She's going to make more money on MVP than she would fighting that loudmouth fucking bitch. And then them hating on Ring IQ is just like, get over yourself. Like, Ring IQ, see, if he only did that on Clarissa Shields, Baumgartner, yeah, then maybe you could say it was racially motivated. But he literally fucking does that shit for every single motherfucking fighter that he talks about on his channel. That's what he does. He edits, and he does a good job, right? And he mocks and ridicules fighters, you know, because of personality. Remember, he had Tank Davis as a big fat slob. He has guys dressed like superheroes. He does this shit all the time. And no one's moaning and groaning about those pictures. they expose themselves. Because if you do this all the time, it's like a comedian telling offensive jokes. If you're saying offensive jokes about everybody and you do it all the time and you've always done it, you're not fucking being racially motivated. You're just fucking doing what comedians do, being funny. And ring IQ is just Lily. Stop. Is just doing what he does. I thought it was funny. I saw a picture. I was like, fuck. He got that one spot on. Big mouth fucking bitch. It's like yesterday when the fucking guy came on my channel and he starts talking about fucking what's her face, the Underground Railway woman who they were talking about putting on the $20 bill or something. Like, me calling her ugly is not racist. It might be in bad taste for me to do that, but it's not racist for me to call her ugly. There's nothing racially motivated by me calling Harriet Tubman fucking ugly. She's ugly. There's been lots of ugly people. She's one of them. People say, I'm ugly. Literally, you put yourself out there, people are going to say all kinds of miserable things to you, right? The only good thing is she's not fucking offended because she's dead. That photo was hilarious. I thought so. I got Barca, but then again, I'm a fan. Laugh out loud. I'm excited to see Arsenal versus PSG. Yeah. Sean, what you make of Chavez Jr., Paul? I think it's good. That's the fight I was suggesting that they made, and I think it's good that they did it. Canelo's resume going to take another hit because Chavez Jr. is going to lose to Jake Paul. Oh my God. But his resume just fucking took a bump because Kovalev got a victory, right? So, it all evens out. Come on, man. Oh, they got this fucking fight close. I think Ryan Garcia is winning this fight. And I think the third round is going to be fucking the knockout. Come on, Ryan Garcia. Set up that fucking hook. You got to hit to the body a little, baby. Get those hands down. Oh, nice right hand. That jacked his head like a Pez dispenser. Good right hand to the heart. Another big right hand. I don't know how they have the Nigerian guy fucking tied. Sometimes judges, man, I don't know what they're fucking watching. Good jab. If Ryan Garcia uses his jab as much as this Venezuelan Ryan Garcia, he's going to beat fucking Devin Haney. Oh, she's pretty cute. Big eyes. I would not say no to a girl in a hijab. There's quite a few cute Indonesian girls in Taiwan that are hijab wearers. As long as they don't cover their whole face. I don't understand that shit. Then you just look like a fucking ninja. Ninja. Where's your other handle, Richard? Laugh out loud. You crashed out when Tank got exposed. Laugh out loud. JSB Canelo will always have the best resume in boxing. Well, right now his resume is the best in boxing. There's nobody currently active today whose resume is as good as Canelo's. So that's why people fucking trying to criticize his resume just sounds stupid. You're going to say, what, Tank Davis had a better resume? I remember people were saying that fucking Danny Garcia had a better resume. It's like, what? You're fucking mental. Danny Garcia, who couldn't beat a fucking legitimate 147-pound fighter. That's easy work for fucking the Venezuelan Ryan Garcia. I got him up 3 rounds. 3 rounds to none. Usyk. If you're really break down Canel's resume. It's not nearly as good as Usyk's. Oh, come on. Get real. Usyk's resume is good, but it's fucking short. You're going to go through Canelo's. He's got way more fucking Hall of Famers on his resume compared to Usyk. Way more. Here we go. Round 4. Come on, Ryan. Let's get the knockout, brother. Guys are getting knockouts at 140. You heavy, you middleweights, man. You should be doing more, not less. Oh. This fight's better than the last 2, though. At least I think so, in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think. Are you watching these cards? You guys have these fights on? Hall of Famers that are past their prime for the most part. Oh my God. It's easy to fucking just be a moaning, groaning fucking crybaby. Most of the fucking guys that fucking Usyk fought at cruiserweight also old and past their prime. The only elite fighter Canelo fought at their peak was Bivol. Oh my God. We don't need to fucking make this a Canelo Alvarez video. We're watching fucking World Boxing WBC Grand Prix right now. Let's stop pushing our fucking hate narratives. Don't you guys get sick of pushing the same bullshit day in, day out, week after week, month after month? Like, it's always the same stuff. You're going to all kinds of channels, spewing the same garbage fucking all the time. Like, if that's what you believe, fine. Whatever. But we don't need to fucking continue to go fucking round and round and round. It's kind of pointless. Come on, Ryan. Boom. Big right hand from Ryan. Ryan, let that left. Oh, nice. Check left. Yeah, I haven't seen this Nigerian guy really do too much through this whole fight that I could really be too impressed with. I mean, he's game for the most part, but outgunned, outskilled. What are you dancing back there? Let's go, Venezuela. Put the foot on the gas. Be a little more aggressive. Good body shot. Easy work. Easy work. Drunk Irishman John Sean is definitely knockout boxing. Well, I don't imagine that. I can't imagine knockout boxing having a fake account. Tank fought a Hall of Famer. Enough said, John Boxing. Oh, Tank hasn't fought a Hall of Famer. Well, Leo Santa Cruz is going to be a Hall of Famer. Inevitably. So that's one, right? Petras is a good fighter, but I can't imagine he's going to be a Hall of Famer. But if he is, that's good for Lomachenko because he also beat him. So people that would love to use him to build up Tank Davis' resume, they definitely don't want to use him to fucking build up a Lomachenko's resume because they're fucking racial hypocrites. Here we go. Round 5. Ryan Garcia is beating Devin Haney pretty convincingly on my card. Does Ben Whitaker win the rematch? I predicted he's going to stop Cameron. I think he's going to come out with a Roy Jones-esque performance today. working with Andy Lee, I think it's going to get the best out of him. He's going to be less of a clown and more focused. But it could also just be another close competitive fight, very similar to the first fight. Sometimes guys are just like that, right? I can't believe Judge 3 fucking has it so close. 39-38. It's like, what the fuck are you watching, man? Mental case. Blind motherfucker. You got to land punches to fucking win a fight, man. That's ultimately what's happening. Like, well, what's this guy doing? He's throwing punches, but he ain't really landing anything. Occasionally he lands a jab. Usually throws punches and is off balance. Nice right hand from Ryan. Let's go, Ryan. Good body shot. The Nigerian swings and misses. And no, I'm not hating on him because he's Nigerian. He's just getting beat. This so far is another clear-cut round for fucking Ryan Garcia. Running backwards does not win you fucking rounds. Even if you look fucking good doing it. He's doing fucking the Sugar Ray Leonard move. Come on, buddy. You ain't Leonard. Boom. Left hand. Right hand. Crazy swing and a crazy miss. 3-punch combination. Oh, he's down. The right hand dropped Devin Haney. The right hand dropped Devin Haney. Devin Haney's done. He don't want to fight no more. Yeah. No, man. You fucking spitting your mouthpiece out, run into the corner. That's kind of a Tank Davis move there. Guys, wipe my mouth. I can't see. I knew the Venezuelan would get the knockout. Good prediction. Go, Sean. Where are we? He doesn't have the power to do that. He wasn't clowning in the first fight and was getting broken down before he quit. Sean, what do you think about Shalom offering Warren $100K to make Cameron fight a 10-rounder instead of a 12-rounder? I don't fucking care. Where's your wig? John Sean has a braid wig in honor of Tank. Laugh out loud. I want to see it. Down goes Haney. Down goes Haney. I think, Drunk Irishman, you're the only other person watching this fight card. The rest of these guys, do you guys have this on? It's on YouTube. You can watch it on your phone, on your iPad, on your TV. I feel like somebody's watching me. I don't know. I just get this strange feeling. Somebody's like looking at me, staring at me. Down goes Haney. Down goes Haney. Now Ryan's going to get caught for fucking juicing. That's a good win for the young man. Torres, now 15-1 with 15 KOs. I said, right, the Nigerian guy, you're fighting dudes that are like 1-0, and you've already had 15 fights. It just makes me feel like you haven't been put in with any legitimate competition. Oh, fucking Barboza and Tio both wearing those leather vests. They look like they should be in some gay bar in New York City. Fucking Christ, man. What is this? Fucking YMCA? Fucking Christ. Jesus, man. So Torres now 15-1 with 15 KOs. 24-year-old from Venezuela. Adelmo 15-1.
Referee charge Don Tehran waves off the contest. Therefore, your winner by way of technical knockout, Isa Torres Busnero.
Bushneville.
Isa Torres with the knockout victory over Rashid Adeola.
Gotta watch out for those Venezuelans, man. How well are you doing on the prediction league? I just released a video the other day making my predictions. Did you see it? Tell me what you think. I think I'm top 20 right now. I dropped from the top 10 over the last couple of weeks. Things haven't worked out quite as well for me as I was hoping. But this weekend, I'm fucking making a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. But yeah, so who's next? Did you guys buy your double feature on DAZN yet for the New York Ryan Garcia Rolly card and Canelo Skull? I just bought mine today. So I'm sorted. And let me see. Do I still have the price tag? Is it like there? I don't know. I did it, but I don't know. I think I erased the fucking thing. But in Taiwan, I had to pay, there you are, Knockout Weekend Bundle. I bought it. They say it's $90, so like 3,000 NT. It cost me 1,000 NT, so $30, maybe about $35. DBI. What's DBI? DBL? DBI? DBL. DB. Double feature. Yes. I bought it. They're going to like group those two cards together so that it costs you about $45 for each one, as opposed to whatever it was going to be otherwise. What's the Irishman saying?
I'm getting going now, so the next fight you'll see a whole different angle.
Well, I just want to pull you back just a tad because it was a definitive round. That was the time where you basically established your dominance, your ring generalship. But I have to say, it felt like you were playing with your food there for a little bit.
It's the show business now, Claudia. You need to give the fans rounds. My girlfriend and my family flew all the way from Ireland. I have to give them a few rounds, you know? So you have to entertain a bit. But I'm happy with it. I'm happy to go.
Well, you're representing the true fighting Irish spirit. So, from what you've seen up to now, where do you see yourself in this middleweight division, moving forward to the second round?
I said it before I came over here. After the first fight, I'm going to be the man to be in this division. And I stand by that. I'm the man in this division. I see it. I'm only getting going.
Well, there's definitely a bullseye right there. Have you taken a chance to look at the bracket? Is there a name that jumps at you that you might want to just face open in the future rounds?
The only name I'm worried about is Paul Ryan. That's going to be the best me, and the best me is going to win this competition.
There you go. Talk about just being sure of your skill. Thank you very much, and congratulations on a great win. Back to you, Corey.
Thank you so much, Claudia. Ravishing Paul Ryan, one to watch as he moves forward in the tournament. We move forward here today with our next matchup.
Oh, Italy versus fucking Ukraine.
Let's first welcome to the ring, Maxime Molodon.
Maxime Molodon. 7-0, 5 KOs, Ukrainian, 25 years old, 5'9.5". He's been in with not many opponents, not many fights. The Italian guy, 12-0, 9 KOs, so a little more experienced. 27 years old, 6 foot tall. He's been in with better opponents, 14-4. 12-2. What's this say? Sean, I heard they're putting the Canelo fight later to be on par with American viewership. Is that true? I'm not sure, but that would be great. I would prefer they did that. What does a fighting Irish fighter look like? Paul Ryan. Series winner. Celtics, Lakers, Knicks, Clippers, Cavs, Golden State, Oak City. I got Houston beating Golden State. But outside of that, you're missing one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who's number 8? Celtics, Knicks, Cavs. There's one more. Milwaukee. Who's Milwaukee playing? Indiana. Oh, you don't have the Indiana game, Tavern. Let's go Ukraine. You got the Bucks. Okay, I got Indiana. So 1, 2. We got 2 differences. Oh, you're picking the Pacers now. Make up your mind. Alvarez picking the Lakers. If it was the Lakers and the Boston Celtics in the finals, that would be huge for the NBA. NBA will be happy. Look at the Italian. It's not a modeling show, buddy. Italy. So he's what? Japanese Italian? Sakioto. Lillard is back. Well, he's not playing yet. Yes, they're adjusting the times. Canelo was already in Riyadh to acclimate to the time. Lakers lack defense or lacking defense. Yeah. Not so much lacking defense, but lacking interior defense. But depending on the matchup, that might not matter so much. Here we go. Ukraine versus Italy. On the outside, I would pick Ukraine. I would have figured that he's a better amateur. But I don't know. Let's see. Amateur 24-10 on BoxRec. Fighting Yuri Yakizaya. I know him. Lost to him. Lots of Eastern Europeans I'm unfamiliar with. Cuban. He beat the Cuban. Lorenzo Sotomayor. Oh, not bad. Yeah, I think he's probably a better amateur than the Italian guy. Yeah, the Italian 16-15 in the BoxRec amateur rankings. Lost to Lewis Richardson, Englishman. Lost to Ben Whitaker. Speak of the devil. Ben Whitaker beat him in the amateurs. So we will see. Where are we? Canelo's played 36 holes yesterday. Well, he should, right? He's been training hard. Go play 36 holes, loosen up, get your body acclimated to the different time zone. Obviously, he's not going to be sparring now. He's probably just going to be, staying in shape. Last week, been a baby that looked like a baby Canelo, no crap. Last week, seen a baby that looked like a baby Canelo, no cap. Well, I saw there's people are using AI and they're making all these different people into babies. That shit's funny. They're doing comedians. So Chris Rock and fucking everybody else. AI, man. That shit's taking over the world. Oh, nice shots from the Italian. Ooh. Got the Ukrainian fucking buzzed. You look at the fucking Italian dude, he's pretty broad across the shoulders and back. He looks to be a little bit more than naturally bigger fighter. Oh, look who's there. Canelo's trainer. They figure they're in Riyadh, they might as well do something. Riyadh. Canelo's golfing and they're watching fucking boxing. Seeing if they can sign anybody. AI's biggest threat to mankind. Well, that and apparently not bacteria, fungus. What's that movie? The Last of Us, where fungus destroys the world. Foot fungus, athlete's foot destroys everything. Viva Mexico! I had the Ukrainian winning, but the Italian guy, he ended big. Well, Canelo's trying to get his hundreds of millions into billions. He's in the right place, playing golf, rubbing shoulders with all those rich fucking dudes, finding out where he can invest his millions. It's a wise man. Now you're walking in a whole new group, a whole new fucking level of people. At the end of the day, he's going to have shitloads of money. And I think when he retires, he's going to have more money than Floyd Mayweather. Did I just hear that Floyd Mayweather lost $400 million in some stupid fucking investment? I don't know if that's just people trolling online or if it's real. But first of all, if you have $400 million to invest, Jesus Christ, man, you would think you have your lawyers fucking all over that shit before you do it to make sure everything is fucking legit. Because how you cutting a check for $400 million? That can't be fucking easy to do. No bank wants to fucking let $400 million fucking go. And usually, you know, people are cash strapped, right? Everything is investments. So, you know, you got to like move money. I know I do that, but when I do it, it's like $1,000 moving from one account to another. not millions. I think the Italian guy's afraid to mess up his hair. He's just waiting for the big right hand counter. I'd like to see the Italian fight the Irishman. That's an old school New York fucking Burroughs battle right there. The mix against the Wops. Pulling out the blades. Spilling blood in New York. Oh, another big right hand. Nice left hand. That dazed the fucking Ukrainian. The Italian guy gets outworked for the majority of the round, but he always ends with fucking, you know, a good fucking combination that stuns the Ukrainian dude. So is that enough to get the round? I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Floyd and Get the Smoke are broke. What's Get the Smoke? His gas station needs that oil. Floyd will go bankrupt within a few years, while Canal will still be making money after he's retired. He has like 28 gas stations. Good exchanges. They cracking. 28 gas stations, like where? In Mexico or throughout Mexico and the States? I'm sure he's got more than just 28 gas stations. I was looking at gas stations to see what kind of investment they are. I mean, short term, it's obviously good money because people still fucking putting gas in their cars, but Down the road. Okay. Yeah, well, they're probably not using much solar power in fucking Mexico either. Yeah, I was looking to see how much money you make a month from owning a gas station because I heard somebody owned them, so I was just curious. And it's surprisingly not that much. But obviously, you got 28 of them, and that shit adds up. But I mean, he's got money invested in the market and everything else. Who did well? Who's the guy that fucking used to wear the baggy pants and do the? He was real gangster from Oakland. How come I can't remember his name? He went broke because he was paying for the whole community. But then he invested in fucking high tech. I don't know if it was Apple or what it was, but then made tons of cash afterwards. How much money on average can you earn from owning a gas station? Yeah, MC Hammer. Yeah, now Hammer is fucking worth like even more than he was beforehand. I'm sure Al Heyman has made sure Floyd put money into some good investments. Well, the biggest problem Floyd had is he was fucking rubbing shoulders with what's his face? Who's the old fucking rich billionaire from like Milwaukee, Wisconsin, or wherever. Floyd was hanging out with him, right? You're talking to that dude and you want to know how to invest money. That guy's going to fucking have you invest money proper. Very low risk, but, going to take care of you so you don't have to fucking worry ever again. But, Hammer owned racehorses. My uncle owned racehorses. That's not a big deal. Average annual income for a gas station owner can vary significantly, but a reasonable estimate between 60 to 69,000 per year. So like 70,000, let's say 65. So, on average, that's chump change for Canelo Alvarez. He's earning less than $2 million from all those gas stations per year. That's money he probably just throws in his daughter's fucking, bank account. Just so he doesn't have to pay interest on it. It's her money. I definitely think the Italian guy's got some heavy hands on him. Not the best boxer, but hard puncher. But the problem is he just doesn't fucking let his hands go enough. Hammer. Where are we? Horse is still running. Rick Pitino had a horse in the Derby as well. Well, I mean, think about it. He fucking was coaching for Kentucky, right? In the bluegrass. So, you got millions of dollars, you hang out, you live there. Making an investment in horses would just seem fucking natural, right? Like my uncle obviously lived in Toronto, had his horse running at Woodbine. So I'd go to the track with my buddy and I'd see my uncle sitting there going down, being with horses that were winning. It's like, hey, Unc, what's up? Canelo already speaks better English than a lot of Americans. Well, that's true. Canelo definitely is a smart motherfucker. People that want to be critical, I'm like, man, this dude came from nowhere. He's fucking worth hundreds of $1,000,000. He speaks English. He's now rubbing shoulders with fucking the richest people in the world. Like everything he's done has fucking turned to gold. Literally. Oh, is that Fernando Vargas dressed like a fucking Muslim? It looks like Fernando Vargas. That's the thing. You come to fucking Saudi Arabia, somebody's fucking doppelganger is there. Yesterday it was fucking The Rock. Today it's Fernando Vargas. Shh. I thought I saw fucking Beyonce out there. Italian dude, man. You got to use a jab. You can't expect to land your power shots if you don't fucking use a jab. That's why you were a shit amateur fighter. Ukrainian's obviously a much better boxer, but doesn't have the power the Italian guy has. Woodbine. We used to go to Woodbine every Sunday, me and my buddy. Those were the good old days. $20 in your pocket. Couldn't ask for more. What was the chicken place we'd always go to? Swiss Chalet. After the track, you go to Swiss Chalet, get a half a chicken, double sauce. If you've never been to Swiss Chalet, you're missing out, people. The Italian guy is just not fucking active enough. I don't know if he's going to win. Too fucking inactive, not throwing enough punches. I wonder how much money Canelo's trainer is worth. What's his name? Fucking Eddie Reynoso. There you go, yeah. How much money is Eddie Reynoso, Canelo Alvarez's trainer, worth? Thanks, Machado. Boom, Jaime. You guys jumping at it. Yeah, it popped into my head. Sometimes I just need to let the grease spin a little bit. Here we go, round 5. Let's see if anybody can fucking take hold of this fight. Oh, man. It's difficult to pinpoint Eddie Reynoso's exact net worth, as his primary sources of income likely comes from his role as Canelo Alvarez's trainer. Well, what do you get? Like 10% of Canelo Alvarez's earning as a trainer? Ah, here you go. Essential Sports. They said $120 million. Eddie Reynoso's net worth, staggering wealth of about $120 million. 44 years old, worth fucking $120 million, and you never had to take a punch in your face. He definitely has the best part of that fucking job, right? Eddie ain't butcher no more. No, he's not. But he owns fucking a bunch of fucking butcher shops. Canelo got the gas stations. Eddie opened up fucking the butcher shops around Mexico. Mount Rushmore, Curry, Miller, Bird, Allen, honorable mention, Thompson, and Corver. There's a few other good shooters as well. Who's the guy that was a 6'1", 6'2" guy for the Bulls? Really dark black guy. He was quite the fucking shooter. Obviously more of a role player, but a good shooter, solid. There you go. Come on, Italian. Let those hands go. I don't care who wins. I just want to see fucking some action. What's Jaime saying? So that's Eddie's been gaining weight. Remember, he used to be in good shape. Well, he's trying to fucking be like Bud Crawford's trainer. Do we still see Eddie Reynoso's, is that was his father or who? His brother? The older guy, the other Reynoso. Has he retired or is he still in the corner? I don't remember seeing him anymore. Round 5's in the books. Yeah, Chepo is Eddie's dad. So did he retire? Chepo Reynoso, he's still involved. Really? How come I never notice him anymore? Before he was always there, but now I never really notice him. How much money is Chepo Reynoso worth? Dunkers, MJ, Dominique, Vince, Dr. J. Whitaker fight, probably starting. His fight's probably like 5 in the morning, my time. 4 or 5, I would think. Card probably starts around 1 or 2. Usually, I think that's what time the English cards start here in Taiwan. So now it's like 10, so 4 hours from now is probably the beginning of the card. And then his fight's probably like 8 hours from now. Whitaker is a hype job. Well, we will see. We will see. I kind of get a feeling today he's going to live up to the hype. He's still not going to get a lot of credit because he's the kind of guy that people love to hate. But that's why he's probably the fighter right now in the UK with the most upside out of anybody, right? Ben's fight is tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. But tomorrow means like about 8 hours from now. Because when I wake up in the morning, it's going to be over. Cocky showboater. Well, that's true. He's totally a cocky showboater. And what's worse for him, his fucking hairline is getting fucking brutalized. I guarantee that dude's dad is bald as fuck. Because, man, his hairline is just looking bad. He better not be too cocky because soon he's going to be a bald motherfucker. Not that being bald is bad, but, arrogant pricks like him, their self-esteem could be hurt by something like that. Whereas I've been shaving my head for years just so if that situation ever occurs, it's not going to bother me at all. No, it's tomorrow at 9 p.m. UK time. Yeah, 9 p.m. Oh, yeah, you're right. It's not Saturday night card. It's a Sunday card. Yeah. So it's going to be like Sunday night, Monday morning, my time. Oh, yeah. I remember seeing that and wondering why they were fucking doing it that time. Strange. Round 6. Nice jab. What happened? I think the fucking Ukrainian could have stole this fight, but not that he fought great. I just think the Italian dude fucking didn't do enough. He was too inactive, but when he threw punches, it definitely hurt the guy. Look at that. What are the people saying? I like this guy, the Welsh guy. Canelo. Fatal Fury, City of Wolves. Second, third, and fourth. Oh, that's the weekend when I have a long holiday. Oh, that's going to be excellent. Nice. It's Labor Day in Taiwan on the Thursday, and I took the Friday off, so I have a 4-day weekend. Good news. Who?
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Yuji Bukuchi scores it 57-57, even a draw. And both judges, Juan Carlos Pelayo and Predrag Alexic, are in agreement. They both scored the same 58.
Must be the Ukrainian guy.
Both in favor of your winner by majority decision. Maxime!
Yeah, I was going to say, if the Italian guy had it a draw, obviously the Italian guy lost. He won, man, but as I said, the Italian guy, the problem, he just wasn't active enough. Because every time he hit the dude, he fucking hurt him. You gotta let your hands go, brother. Let your hands go. Flow. See, it makes you wonder, right, how the WBC Suleiman's relationship is since he's here doing this big card. These two douchebags.
In the middle of Times Square, kind of thing we never thought we'd see in all of boxing. And this is going to be a fight that I don't think they need the judges for. Two power punches, Ryan Garcia, Roman Romero. How do you see this fight playing out?
I'm going to give you an example of a fight. It's going to go like De La Hoya versus Ricardo Moreno. That's how I see that fight going. I mean, there's a lot of comparisons with the speed and the power and the looks and the hooks of Ryan Garcia. I think when he has his head on right, he is that version of him. And Roman Romero, we saw the best of him back when he was a gunslinger, when he wasn't afraid of throwing the power punches. We've seen a reserved version of him lately. I don't think this goes into the second half. It's going to be explosive. He's going to have a puncher's chance. It doesn't go past the fifth round.
You know, I've been surprised by the number of fighters that I've talked to that have given Rolly a good chance to win. Because I've looked at Rolly over the last few fights, and I've seen a guy that maybe looked a little bit chinny, you know, since that fight against Gervonta Davis. He gets knocked out by Gervonta Davis. He gets stopped by Isaac Cruz. He doesn't look good against Ismael Barroso. Like, all those things, to me, feel like a recipe for Ryan Garcia getting a pretty early stop. It's like Rolly, like, he has power. There's no doubt about that. But he comes in with his chin in the air. And when you come in with your chin in the air against Ryan Garcia, you leave yourself open to something big. Like, to me, there's a pretty good chance this fight plays out like some of the earlier Ryan Garcia fights. I'm talking about a Francisco Fonseca fight, where Fonseca comes in, tries to throw a big shot, and gets countered with one of those left hooks.
whenever you have power and you're unorthodox and you sling your punches like that. All right, I mentioned Ricardo Mayorga and Oscar De La Hoya didn't go with him, but Ricardo Mayorga did go good against Vernon Forrest. Sometimes when you're imperfect, that's how you beat perfection, because perfection is not accustomed for punches coming from everywhere. When you have power like that, it doesn't need to be compact or concise or behind fundamentals or technique. You can sling them any which way, and if they land with that power, all it takes is one to change the entire fight.
I know that Ryan is not working with Eddie Reynoso for this fight, but I do think we're going to see a more disciplined version of him. I don't think we're going to see him go in and just try to bully Romero in the same way we're trying to bully Devin Haney in the last fight. I think he's going to try to time roll. I think that's a better strategy here, because then if you get into exchange with Rolly, you can get caught. I mean, Ryan got knocked down by Luke Campbell. Rolly has the power to stop him, even at 147 pounds. I like the idea of a more disciplined Ryan Garcia in this fight.
No, so do I. He has to take his time in the early rounds, because that's when Rolly's going to be dangerous. Take his time, kind of like you fought Oscar, drop the move around a little bit, avoid that shoulder roll, pop that jab, that hook will land sooner or later.
Yeah, great fight. Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero, and probably no chance we get pooped on by seagulls in New York City.
You're totally gonna get pooped on in New York by the fucking citizens of New York. They're gonna be throwing it from the fucking windows. Yes, Fatal Fury in Times Square. I'm releasing a video later today, so stay tuned to that. It was just based on watching the sit down today with all those guys. It's interesting to watch those six guys together, right? You got real different energy. You got like the two Mexican older dudes, and then Devin Haney that are really fucking no personality. They're really just fucking sitting there, look like they're fucking bored. They don't want to be there, don't have much to say. And then you got the younger guys, Ryan, Rolly, and fucking specifically Tio, who obviously are enjoying themselves, much more upbeat, more energetic, like really sort of embracing the opportunity. So I'm going to talk about that. So jump in, pay attention. If you didn't see the video, you should watch it on YouTube as well. It's just those guys going in on it. Oh, here's the next fight. Who's it going to be? Cyril Johnson from France.
And now let's welcome to the ring, Brandon Velasquez Ortega.
9-0, 3 KOs, facing a guy 7-1-2. Yeah, these guys fighting nobody so far. Bum ass opponents. At least the Italian guy, the Mexican guy fought a few fighters, not bad. Some unbeaten guys.
In the middleweight division, the judges are Nawaf Al-Mohammed, Junbei Lim, and Daniel Vandermeer.
Junbei Lin.
Referee in charge will be
Ali Ubali.
Introducing to you first, fighting tonight out of the green corner. He comes the ring wearing green trunks and we officially.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call it a night. Obviously, you guys got a long night of boxing ahead of you. We'll see if I go live tomorrow, if I can get that card from Golden Boy. So peace out. Thanks for jumping in. Enjoy the rest of the card, and I will see you later. Peace out.